All right, I'm gonna do another overexplain. So this is a game I just played on Neon City, and against two night elves and two humans, and the two humans aren't good, and I don't know much about Gradient. I've seen his name on FFA Masters. I don't know if I've played with him. I just can't remember. Um, for some reason, I want to think he's like a troll being opponent. I had like a weird bug at the beginning of this game where I everything I clicked on made me ping. It was really annoying. And then once I alt tab, it worked just fine. Um, but yeah, so I've been trying the last couple days just playing with Keeper first. Just kind of mixing up, using the same hero combos as I usually use, but using Keeper first instead of Tinker or Alchemist first or Demon Hunter, just to kind of see how it works. There just really isn't that much of a difference. I could probably talk about it for a long time, but the advantages, I mean, there's advantages to going Keeper first, and there's advantages to going other heroes first, but I think they kind of like, they kind of just even each other out. And it's not too much of a difference anyway. And then once you get to the late game, all your heroes are the same levels, and it doesn't matter that much. But the really nice thing about going Keeper first is the ability to creep. It just can creep pretty good. So I'm going Keeper first here, and what I want to do every game that I'm on a map like this where there's 6 players is, I mean 6 gold mines and only 4 players. I want to set up 3 expansions as quick as possible, and what's really going to help me with that is just scouting the whole map and scouting who's next to me. And usually you aren't surrounded. I don't know the chances of being surrounded, but it's definitely less than like 40% or something. Usually you're not surrounded. And if you are surrounded, it'd be nice if you're in a double surround, because that means it would free up a gold mine on the other side of the map for you to take. But I really just want to play an extremely greedy first like, I don't know, 4 to 6 to 7 minutes of the game. And the Keeper kind of lets you do that, because even if you're hit with the Keeper, if you have like 4 moon walls and a level 4 Keeper, or level 3 Keeper, and a level 1 Alchemist, and like a Shredder or something, and expansions coming up all over, you're gonna do fine. I'm doing an Ancient of Wonder trick just so I can keep my wisp production going steady. And I sent over 2 wisps early to help me creep this expansion. So like one disadvantage that you might see right away with this build is that I have to walk my Ancient of War, which means I don't get to keep doing Archer production. But I guess the advantage of that is that I'm gonna have more money quicker. And that'll just allow me to tech a little bit quicker and expand a little bit quicker, assuming I don't forget. And I usually forget something. It's hard for me to just get everything right. Like I can always get 90% of my macro down, but past 90% is kind of hard for me. Though it's getting better. One thing that's helps is just trying to push my APM higher. So I always tech right as quick as I can, and I noticed I wasn't surrounded. And what that means is I want to play, like, I want to just have the greediest possible first 7 minutes. Like, just play extremely greedy. Not make any more archers than I have to. Not make any more moonwells than I have to. Not make any, just, anything in my base that's going to protect me. Wait on my Hunter's Hall, everything like that. Get the Shredder the second it's available, all that sort of stuff. So here's a nice way to creep with the Keeper. Obviously I don't have like a lot of treants yet, so just pull out a big creep and entangle it. And this isn't look, I forgot to make my expansion. It kind of sucks. But like, this isn't like a noob thing that you do because you can't pull very well. Like even Moon does this when I watch him play. On what is it? Concealed Hill. I'll see him do this. He'll pull out some of the expansion creep and then entangle it. And if it helps you creep, That's fine. Plus, you're at this point, I'm just using Moonwell mana for Keeper of the Grove mana. I'm just exchanging it for that, and that kind of lets me spam my abilities. So I got 2 expansions immediately, getting more treants. I'm gonna creep the Shredder, and I'm gonna buy my second hero soon. So it's not even like halfway through the first night. I'm almost tier 2. I have 2 expansions coming up. I have like good money in the bank. I have 3 Moonwells. Things are going well. And remember, you get a lot of money by creeping. And I'm safe because I lucked out with like a good spawn. And I want to milk this for as much as I possibly can. I'm sending the treant back to pick up the Shredder. And yeah, I figured maybe I could run my Keeper away and get some of the experience on my Alchemist instead. Because I'd rather get like my second hero. I'd rather have kind of my Alchemist the same level as my Keeper. I don't really need a high Keeper. I mean, I'd like Tranquility, but my Keeper's already about as strong as I need it, which is, yeah. I mean, treants are okay later, and Tangle's leveling up Entangle is okay, but I wanted the Keeper for that first. Well, it's still going to be useful while creeping, but yeah, like this first like 10 minutes, I don't really need it at such a high level. And this is kind of an annoying creep, and I'm starting to not like the Keeper on this map in particular because there's no trees anywhere. Like if you can see me just putting my mouse all over the place, all I'm doing is just looking for trees, and I can see like 2 trees next to each other, and I was gonna pull off those trees over there, but it seemed like I'd rather have better position. And when you're creeping this guy, it's nice to just use an auto attack on him so he casts his Divine Shield right away. That way you can target him and kill him. And he's got Devotion Aura, and look, I should have entangled him earlier. Entangle just has super long cast time, so it's just kind of annoying. But yeah, I just want once you get the big creep down, it's pretty easy. I'm trying to remember what he drops, but he might drop like a summon item. I can't remember. I think this creep. Yeah, I lost all my treants. It's kind of annoying. So it's kind of a sloppy creep, but it doesn't matter. I just want to get that expansion up as quick as possible. I have 3 expansions coming up before daytime. And yeah, almost tier 3. I think I'm almost tier 3. And I decided this game I'm going to be a little bit greedier, and I'm not going to break 50 food right away. Because I want just a little bit more money, and everyone's so far away from me, I don't need to like push someone right away. And I think it's debatable what I could have done. I think if I did push everybody right away, especially Gradient, because like I said, I don't remember if he was good or not. I just remember his name, which means he's a lot better than just an average player. And so I figured it probably would have been a lot quicker of a game if I just attacked him in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But I think what I did was fine. You'll see how it goes, and how I'm able to remain in a good position even with like annoying stuff happening all game. So right now I am just trying to be efficient with time. I'm waiting for those 3 Ancients of Wonders to come up because I want to buy Orbs of Venom, and so I just am going to creep this green camp. Like, obviously I'd rather be getting red camps in the middle, but I figured I would just while I'm waiting for the shops to go up, just creep this little guy. And as far as items on this map, there's only really 3 items that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 2 movement speed auras, and I'm looking for Brilliance aura. And I think they're all about just as good as each other. I don't really prioritize one over any of the other ones. I might prioritize Brilliance if my Panda doesn't have very many mana items, but like just a pendant of energy on the Panda is often like as good as a Brilliance aura. If I went Alchemist first and I went Heal Wave, I'd probably want I'd probably want Brilliant Aura, but this combo just isn't as mana intensive as it looks. The Keeper just has so much mana, and he tends not to run out of mana. And the Alchemist, if you're just using Acid Bomb, Chemical Rage, when you get, yeah, I don't know. When you get Transmute, Brilliant Aura is really good. So, I don't know. Brilliant Aura is just a really solid item. But yeah, I wouldn't prioritize any of those three. Just Unholy Aura, Endurance Aura, or Brilliant Aura. And they drop off of these two red camps in the center. And I can't buy them from the marketplace until these two camps have been crept. I think they also drop off the level 8 Rock Golem. So here I see Gradient. Looks like he went Beastmaster combo. Not that strong, just kind of annoying. But here you can see just the strength of the... I'm amazed those trees work. That's like the only time they worked in this game. The rest of the game they just get stuck. But yeah, like here's the strength of the hero combo. You can't really fight me straight up. In fact, I probably should have been leaving Orbs of Venom on the Beastmaster the whole time. So I thought I had been using Acid Bomb, but I guess I hadn't been. That also would have really helped. It looks like my Alchemist is full mana. That's not good. But yeah, so I want to get these crept out as quick as I can so I could snipe those items, because I'm just trying to be as strong as possible. And I think that's just such a... I don't think that works as well as I'm making it sound. As strong as possible means I go attack people right now, because Night Elf just gets weaker as the game goes on. So I think if I wanted to be as strong as possible, I wouldn't be looking for these items. Instead, I would be just attacking people right away. But yeah, this is nice. If you can, really try and learn the Staff of Teleportation plus Staff of Preservation to a good utility. It just speeds everything up a lot. And I'm just buying a health potion right away. I have all these gold mines. I think I might have even forgot to put wisps on that last gold mine that I made. Else I'd have more money. But yeah, I'm gonna creep these guys right here. Just trying to get my heroes closer to level 5. Panda's only level 1. That's kind of annoying. That's the big problem with this hero order, is if you start getting pushed early and your panda doesn't get level 3 or 5 quick enough, it can be pretty annoying. See, like I pulled those creeps out right there. So I want to hit all 3 of these creeps with all my abilities at the same time. So I'm going to pull it just a tiny bit so they bunch up like that. That way I'm able to cast everything on him. It looks like Drunken Haze did not hit that far one. It's just kind of annoying. But yeah, look how fast I creep this with just 3 heroes. Like as quick as Orc would. Also, I always put tomes on my Alchemist. You'll start to really enjoy having a high level Alchemist with just good stats. If he has like 15 extra stats from tomes on him, it's just really nice. He's able to chew through heroes really quickly, and it's like having a Crown of Kings on top of all your other items. And yeah, you don't really need the stats for the panda, because you could just staff him back and heal him. And I was trying to think what would be better here, Treants or Entangle, and I figured Entangle would be better for killing the big guy, so I just ended up using that. But this creep's super rough. I wish I had a little bit more mana starting it. That would have been nice. Also, these marketplaces are so out of the way. I'd like to like creep them quicker and like incorporate some sort of backpack strategy. And as you can see, I'm trying to like keep all 3 Orb of Venom Poisons on the creeps, but you just move super slow. Just like super slow. When you have that cold on you. I'm not sure how it's calculated, but like, let's say it slows you down by 50%. and you use Chemical Rage, which is supposed to speed you up by 50%, you still go extremely slow. So I'm not really sure how that works. But I guess being slowed by 50% is more slow than increasing it by 50%. Because you'd have to increase your speed by 100%. Once again, these trees didn't work. I wonder if I got that edge tree, if they would have been able to run out here. But yeah, you need to increase your movement speed by 100% in order to have it be the same as decreasing it by. So I bought those two items right here, Unholy Aura and just a ton of HP for my keeper. And that is one thing nice about this combo is you're just going to have a high level keeper. Your keeper's not going to die so easily. It's going to be level 7 or 8 pretty quick compared to your other heroes. And it's been around longer for you to like find better items. So that's really nice. I think I find a Devotion Aura item too. And so that's, you know, I'm going to have a keeper with like 7 armor and like 1200 HP. Just pretty solid. Yeah, it can still be sniped super quickly by like Stormbolt plus Griffin Focus Fire or something like Blade Master Focus, but it's a lot tankier than it otherwise would be. And so I've already got my heroes to decent levels. I could start hitting people now, and I figured I'd just go straight to the blue Night Elf. Let's see how far in the game it is. So it's 16 minutes. And just take him out. It doesn't work quite as well as I want, but that's alright. These granite golems are just so tough. I like having a tinker versus this a lot better. And I moved the bear here in case it started walking back. I could like body block it. But I staffed my panda out, and then I realized I want my panda to get the experience here, so I waited to kill it. So yeah, there's my Devotion Aura, which is really nice. Which means I was wrong about that creep's drop table. That creep's drop table has level 1 aura items instead of level 2 aura items. So back in the past, when I would kill expansions with the level 3 or higher panda, you could have the panda attack you could have the panda wait to Breath of Fire and do the last damage on the Tree of Life with Breath of Fire, so it sniped the wisps. But now if you do that, because of the nerf, it doesn't work. It leaves all the wisps at 1 HP. If you see what I just did there, it's actually quicker to kill the wisp if you delay your second attack, because that way your poison goes through. And your poison will have ticked the wisp down to under half health. Yeah. Anyways, I saw this guy attacking the human, and I figured, well, it'd be kind of a jerk for me to just kill this Night Elf without... yeah, as tanks are hitting him. That's just like a not homey move. So I figured I would just kill all these tanks for him. But he kept trying to hit me. I didn't understand that. I don't know why he was doing it. But yeah, I also stole all the experience on these tanks, so maybe he was upset about that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking at this. I don't think I could fight this. He's got a lot of damage right now, and I just don't have enough items on my heroes to keep them with enough HP. So, and my staff was on cooldown, so I'm like, I'm gonna staff the panda and then stay, and that just didn't work. I think I could have stayed, and I would have been fine. Now that the panda was dead, I didn't want to TP. In fact, I don't even think I meant to TP. Maybe I meant to take TP on the panda right as he died, and it clicked it on the other hero. I don't remember. But anyways, looking back, maybe it would have been way better if I stayed, and the game would have just been over quicker. Because I have so much gold. Also, because I have all the gold mines, I'm really only at like a 50 food army, because I have 20 food of wisps on my gold mines, and I have wisps in my base and a shredder. And so I'm looking for endurance aura. All I saw was pendant of energy. I really don't need that. I have enough mana, I think. And like Alchemist, for example, just has a huge mana pool. I think he has a high intelligence gain. And yeah, so I'm just going to start attacking him. I see him TP, and I remember his army being kind of small. So he should have entangled my Alchemist right there. But yeah, it looks like I can't fight this. At least with, yeah, it looks like he went to 100 food, and he's just taking my heroes out pretty quickly. Hippogriff Riders actually, roared Hippogriff Riders with Priestess of the Moon aura do really good damage to heroes. It's like Bloodlusted Wyvern. Plus it looked like he had some Orb of Venoms, and
Don't rush me. You got it. I'll get that mixed up.
so he's taking my heroes out pretty quickly. It'd be nice if I had some info potions and I was taking trips to the center of the map. It just seems kind of out of the way. And once again, like, if I could like learn how to utilize backpack better, I guess there's nothing to learn. You just gotta do it. You just gotta make an archer and then get backpack. It's tedious, and you know it's tedious when not even professional players do it that much. You have like just mostly undeads who do it early game with rods of necromancy. But apart from that, people don't tend to do it a lot. But yeah, I figured now he can't keep up with me. Now I have, I just have way better heroes for this kind of fight. He has Keeper of the Grove and Priestess of the Moon, and Beastmaster, and none of those heroes other than Thorn's aura will help him in the air battle. Whereas I have Acid Bomb, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, which will just make me destroy him. So I figured what I would do is hide half my army so he felt more comfortable TPing. But that didn't happen. So it looks like he's gonna hit my main. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Maybe it is because it forces me back, but maybe he knows he can't beat me in a fight. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna entangle the Beastmaster and then keep all my units alive with my Moonwells. You can see me, I was healing, microing some of my spirits to keep them alive, and then I want to cast that Acid Bomb, Haze, Breath of Fire on his air units. And I only used one item that whole fight, just a scroll of town portal to get back to my base. And I'm just, right now, I don't want to deal with this because it looks like he's just going to be running my expos forever. And I'm at 100 food, so I'm not getting any gold. I'm not getting as much gold as if I just had one expansion. And so I figured I'm just going to go kill him. I need to go attack his main and just hopefully get rid of him as a problem. And he doesn't take the bait, and he just keeps attacking me, which is really annoying, but I guess it's the right thing to do. Unfortunately for him, neither of these humans were strong players, so I had such a greedy early game that even if I was the exact same caliber player as him, I was going to win anyway, because I just played super greedy in the early game. So I'm just like even if I were to have his spawn and we were both the same player, I'd be like 5,000 gold on him. So, and I didn't wait that long to break food. So I see him, he's not TPing to his main. I should have killed his main slower. I think I killed it too fast. Yeah, I should have like let him actually town portal to this, which is kind of a weird manipulative thing to do. But by the way, I think Acid Bomb kills full HP wisps. But yeah, now I'm like in his base and he can't even come back, so he's just gonna hit my base, which, yeah. And he's instantly teleporting out. He doesn't want to fight me. He looks like he went pure Chimera. So he's playing just basically like as if he were to have mass bats, which is, you know, I should have taken the hint and like stopped, got out of 100 food. I think I do actually do that right now. Yeah, I do that right now. Okay, so I guess I figured it out quick enough. And I'm heading toward his that little ancient protector that he put by the gold mine that's coming up. I realized about halfway to it that I could have done it with just a Keeper of the Grove instead and Force of Nature. Though, and I wonder if one Force of Nature will kill an ancient protector that's fully completed. But he cancels and blows it up. I think he could have ran his wisp away like 30 seconds and then shift clicked it back and built the ancient protector again. But then he wouldn't be able to kill the Tree of Life then. So I don't know, maybe it was right to detonate. Once again, he just keeps attacking my main, so he's going straight through the center of the map to avoid me. Just really annoying. I want to like fight him. And about this time I realized, hey, I should have Druid of the Talon with Fairy Fire. Like flying Druid of the Talon in crow form. Because if I had that, then I would have track of his army at all times. But then I realized he killed all my Ancients of Wind, so couldn't really do that. So this strategy that he's doing is just annoyingly effective. Like now looking back, I'm trying to think of potential things I could have done to stop it. What's coming to my mind is I should build some Tree of Lives on his side of the map. Another thing is I should have gone Alchemist first, and that's kind of results oriented. But if I have Alchemist first, then all I really need to do is staff my Alchemist around and run around with an Alchemist with Boots of Speed, and I can just use Transmute every minute and Acid Bomb and keep Anti-Magic Shell on my Panda, and it just, I mean on my Alchemist, because I don't need the rest of them. I don't need an Alchemist to have a strong army against this guy. By the way, I tried to be greedy about this and kill all three. I mean, I killed, what did he have? I killed 2 of them. I thought I used my TP right there, but I didn't. But yeah, always uproot your main if you have siege attacking it like this. And it looks like he didn't. He thought he could kill it or something. I'm not sure. But that did not work for him. I used taunt. I don't think he realized I used taunt, and he's trying to multitask too much, and it screwed him up. I figured this would be a lot of experience if I detonated all this stuff. But yeah, what I was trying to say is if you just have like a level 6 Alchemist, you could deal with a weaker player, and the Alchemist can just kind of do it by himself. Just with the low cooldown on Transmute, and you could staff your Panda back too. And those 2 heroes kind of function as like a one-man army. Haze, Breath of Fire, Acid Bomb, Transmute, Chemical Rage, Anti-Magic Shells, all of that. So I figured I'm gonna start getting some crows out, and in order to deal with this, looks like he forgot to use his Invul Potion. If you have a level 6 Panda, you can use Storm, Earth, and Fire, and I think it already has the Storm Panda selected, which means that you can immediately use Cyclone. So he was Staff of Teleporting. If my Panda was level 6, and right when I saw him Staff of Teleporting, I used Storm, Earth, and Fire, and I could have Cycloned him and killed the hero. Though I didn't check his other items. Maybe he had a Town Portal scroll on him. But yeah, he's in a really bad spot now. All he can do is hit and run. I'm back at 80 food, which is nice, but also I don't have as many gold mines because he keeps killing my gold mines. And Yeah. Oh, I found a endurance aura. Um, this is just annoying, but I assume he's probably out of money. And I have transmute now, which is just a big problem for him in trying to do this type of harass. I didn't know what was the ideal thing to do. I thought if I went and chased him down, that could have been, you know, potentially like 4,000 gold in the future, just what this gold mine would get. So I figured I'll chase him down one more time before I go try and kill his, base. But now that I have those Druids of the Talon coming out, and I figured, oh, I'm going to start using my Hippogriffs better to scout him. He's not going to be able to get on my side of the map so well. And I think that more or less works. And this transmute is nice when you're under 80 food. So I got 700 and it says 330, but I got more like 200 gold from that because I'm only getting 70%. And this is nice that I saw him coming. Really nice. I just do a ton of damage right now. Oh, with that acid bomb, and I still don't have those Druid of the Talons. But yeah, this one bear is kind of annoying. I don't have any way to heal through it because I don't have any wisps nearby, and I don't have any wisps in my main because I've been using them all to produce more expansions. I have that one wisp I'm gonna send, and I didn't want to. I thought the opportunity cost of walking to that bear wouldn't be as good as killing everything else in his main gold mine. And I figured, so now I can just use the Alchemist by himself. So I'm giving the Alchemist a staff of teleportation, and you'll see how that works. It's just, now he can just take care of everything by himself. I wish he had a, the problem is his items are full, but I wish he had anti-magic shell on him. I love Blink Bears, by the way. I think the Beastmaster is underrated. It's just hard to micro. You just have like the Beastmaster alone. You can devote 250 APM just for controlling the Beastmaster. And even when you do all that, it's not that good. I figured if I could completely drain the Keeper of the Grove, I could kill all his heroes with the Alchemist. Because he just does so much damage. But with that entangle, I don't think I could kill a hero here. I might be able to kill one hero. But now it's just too much. And once Chemical Rage is over, it's like a no-go. Also, with level 4 Acid Bomb, it would make it way more powerful. I mean, level 4 Acid Bomb, level 3 Chemical Rage, because you really do attack. I think it's quite a bit faster than you think, because I know it's just 75 to 125%, but that scales with attack speed. Because it reduces your base cooldown. It doesn't just give you more attack speed. It reduces your base cooldown. So you get a lot of freaking attack speed from that. You're attacking a lot faster than 125% of just his base. So the Alchemist is just so nice against this type of playstyle he's doing right now. It's really not working. I'm not losing any gold. In fact, I'm gaining some gold just because I transmute whatever he sends at me. And so now it's just like a matter of time before he gets out of here. But like, I looked at the map and I realized, what happened to all my gold mines? I have no gold mines anymore. That's okay because I have 11k, but I would like to have some gold mines up. So I built like 7 wisps from my main Tree of Life, and every time a wisp completes, I just send it to a new gold mine. So I figured I could kill this thing with Chemical Rage, or I could transmute it. I probably should have transmuted it, but I don't know, was I trying to be efficient or something? I'm not sure. I figured I'm gonna try and kill that Priestess of the Moon, but once I saw the Bash Bear, that's just really tough. The Bash Bear is really strong.
Don't rush me.
And I realize he has all these expansions up where I want to expand, so
Your building is complete.
now I gotta kill him. I started an expansion anyway next to his.
Careful,
But yeah, right now I just want to stabilize. He's just being really annoying. I don't know the purpose of what he's doing other than if he can delay until one of those humans die. Yeah.
Careful,
No. I think ideally what I'd want is I don't think I ever ended up making the Druid of the Talon. I upgraded them and everything, but just not muscle memory or something. I would like to have, I would really like to have Fairy Fire on him at all times, and I should really just be sending these hippogriffs around. I don't know why I am. So it looks like he TP'd to another mine. I'm trying to think, where else would he have a gold mine? He called me a hacker. That's interesting. I think if I was a hacker, I would have killed all his gold mines 10 minutes ago, but maybe he doesn't think that. Yeah, and I realized I like to have some sort of survivability item on my keeper, so I swapped the town portal to the keeper because the panda can only survive by casting Storm, Earth, and Fire, though it's not like the panda has enough mana to do that. With keeping in mind my other abilities. So what I just did was separated 3 hippogriffs from the control group, and I'm just setting them all over the map in order to scout and just find everything. I figured the fact that the humans aren't interrupting us means that they're weaker players, and they won't be able to kill me as long as I can take out this guy. Even if I 2v1'd them. That was kind of my thought at this point, because you'd imagine they'd have more presence on the map if they're better.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
But yeah, I realized he had another expansion there just now, and that I figured that's got to be it. He probably can't have anything else. So I staff the Alchemist in. He could take care of that for the most part. I probably should have roared him first. But I mean, level 3 chemical rage is a lot of damage.
I'll get that mixed up.
So yeah, this is his last stand. So these heroes work pretty well right here. You could see how the difference between using the Tinker and the Alchemist. They both would actually perform the same function in this particular case. With the Tinker, I would be able to have my army chase his army around, while my Tinker just kills all his expansions. Whereas with the Alchemist, my Alchemist chases his army around while my army kills all his expansions and stuff like that. So it's interesting that they kind of perform the same function. I noticed this guy had some pretty high level heroes, so these guys must just be smashing like 80 food ground armies into each other, which is kind of funny. I bet they're having a bit of fun, but time to go end their fun. And I'm just gonna kill blue and then kill purple. Purple looks stronger, and so that's why I'm gonna kill blue, which might sound like an interesting thing. Maybe I should target the stronger person first, but a stronger player is usually more likely to get other people to team, and I don't want to have to deal with them teaming me. So I'm just gonna attack blue first, and then I'm gonna attack purple. And look at all my gold mines now. This is really nice. The only thing that could really take this out quickly would be just mass tanks sent out, or mass teleport. Which, I mean, ironically, they should both have both of those right now, if they were good human players. Not mass tanks, but at least like 3 tanks or mortars or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay at like 60 food army and start massively getting gold again. I think I could get a lot of gold, and my heroes are so high that I could just, I don't need to push my food higher yet. Though maybe that is the right thing to do, is dispel all my wisps and detonate all my wisps and go to 100 food just to take them out even quicker. Just scouting the map, it looks like blue is heading toward purple, so maybe blue's stronger. I don't think it really mattered. And I noticed he didn't have any gold left on that expansion down at the bottom, so I'm just going to kill this one, and then I'm going to attack his main. Treants are bad here. Like, they're just really not that bad. Especially with those movement auras. You can see how fast they move. It looks kind of funny. But even at this point in the game, I like having treants. I'm not going to retrain to thorns, but they can kill stuff by themselves. I saw the peasants heading this way. I don't know if you saw that, but after I killed the expansion, they started heading in that direction, which made me think, oh, they're going to go turn it in at a town hall over there. But there was no town hall over there. They were probably, okay, now I see. They were probably going to turn it in that town hall directly below me. I don't know why I didn't figure that out. So I'm just going to go to his main. I don't think they had enough gold mine between all the mines that they were mining to be able to deal with this. So, like I said, I really like to target humans' main gold mines. Or their castle, so I don't have to deal with tanks. But this guy looks like he's checking out. He doesn't really want to fight. Maybe he just lost a battle over at purple. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, let's go 100 food. Let's just kill. It's just me and this other player. I have a lot of money. I probably have higher level heroes, which might not actually be the case in retrospect. Yeah, his heroes are just as high as mine. Though maybe does he only have 2? Anyways, yeah, he only has 2 heroes and just kind of a not very functional army. Mountain giants are really nice against human. Yeah, even make like 2 mountain giants versus human these days, because it just, with like 2 taunts, it requires a lot of re-micro on their part, and it like comes at awkward times too. And like, let's say you need to retarget your stuff, that might be 2 or 3 clicks. You need to target the right control group, maybe you need to press A, and then you need to move your mouse to what you need to hit, and then you need to click it, and that can be, I don't know, that could be like 5 steps for each taunt, and the mountain giant taunts twice. So, just really useful to have. I noticed he didn't have a TP, though he did have an info potion, so I know that's lasting 15 seconds. So yeah, dead, just dead. Pretty straightforward game. I could have probably shortened it by a lot if I had items, if I had info potions on my heroes when first hitting Gradient, and I had Druid of the Talons out earlier with, or just at all, with Fairy Fire. I think that would have been the thing to do. And maybe staffs on all my heroes instead of parry apps and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty straightforward game, a bit longer than I like, but this is kind of what happens once you start getting a better player or just a decent player in the game. Though not always. I just played a really good human that, like, maybe he was just a good solo player, but he like militia rushed me on Silver Pine, and so like he killed me really early in the game. By militia rushed me, I mean like tier 2 pushed me with towers and militia and everything, and I probably would have survived if someone else didn't hit me from the other side. But anyways, yeah, GG. Thanks for watching.